membership has grown. Readership of our weekly newsletter, both editions, is up. Listenership for our radio show and the podcast continues to grow. And our labor arts calendar, if you haven't had a chance, check it out. We have events all over the country and almost every...
It's really a pleasure to celebrate the work of the foundation and the incredible role that labor culture plays in building solidarity, sustaining movements, and reminding us who we are. At a time when working people are under attack from so many directions, including from right across the street, right? Labor, arts, and culture help us stay connected to each other. My time at the Screen Actors Guild really taught me that, and the work that goes into storytelling and to bringing art to life. That's one way to do it. We do it here in the Labor Heritage Foundation, and it really not only means something, but it connects us to one another and it connects us to our history.
Art is powerful. It has a way of sticking with you and literally following you around. And art can be empowering. It can also be empowering. It can help people understand and connect with challenges and the hopes and dreams of working people. It can help people understand how the history of workers, the history of labor, is the history of this nation. That they're intertwined and cannot be separated.
April has made it one of her many missions to put workers at the forefront of culture. And I am so grateful to continue to collaborate with you, April, to dance with you, to sing with you, and fighting with you, with all of the tools in your tool belt for the dignity and power of one of the most powerful unions in this country. Thank you.
Someone asked a question. Why do we sing as instruments of justice? What changes can we bring? Someone may be wondering why we sing our song. There's power in our voices.
Verrett is a storyteller. And how we tell the story of our country and who we are matters, especially at a time when right-wing extremists are doing all they can to erase Black history, queer history, women's history, working class history, and not just the history, but all of us living today. President Verrett keeps us grounded in the narrative of our people power and of hope. Not fluffy or naive hope. Hope grounded in grit, in refusing to give up, no matter how impossible the odds. Hope grounded in people power. She gives us the perspective that yes, our country's origins are in the deep pain and violence of genocide and slavery, and through organizing, slave revolts, and multiracial coalition building, workers did the impossible and won abolition. She reminds us of these fights across centuries, where organizing got the goods, from the sleeping car porters to Stonewall to Selma to Dreamers to all of our unions. By joining together across our differences, there is nothing that we cannot win.
And thank all of you for coming this evening to honor SEI President April Verrett and to support the Labor Heritage Foundation. We were founded in 1983 as a nonprofit organization to inspire workers and to provide them with cultural and artistic tools to revitalize their unions. Our programs, the Great Labor Arts Exchange, the DC Labor Course, who we heard from earlier, the Labor Film Fest, our weekly radio show, the podcast, the newsletter, the Joe Hill Award. Your support of the programs tonight help us at LHF as we try to live up to our reputation as being the art and soul of the labor movement. So, on behalf of our board, our executive director, Chris Garlock, our former executive director, Elise Bryant, welcome. Tonight, we honor a great labor leader, a transformative labor leader, President April Verrett of the Service Employees International, SEIU. Now, April, if I may, there's a traditional Jewish saying, and it goes like this: God gave us burdens, but he also gave us shoulders. In California, and today as SEIU's national president, you fight for the people who serve as the shoulders of our working class. I'm talking about our union's care workers, caregivers for the elderly and the disabled, the people who do the work that makes all other work possible. And you are their shiro. The Labor Heritage Foundation is proud to present you with our 2026 Solidarity Forever Award.
Well, my gosh, I am quite emotional. That is what our work is about. That is our work at its best. Dignity. The dignity to know that your life matters. The dignity to know that your labor matters. The dignity to be seen as fully human in a system that often treats working people as expendable. And that is exactly why culture matters. Because culture shapes what people believe is valuable. Culture shapes what stories get told. Culture shapes whether working people see themselves as powerless or powerful. That's why we cannot afford to retreat from culture. We have to engage with it, we have to shape it, we have to influence it. Because the forces of white supremacy, greed, and oppression, they damn sure understand something very clearly. Culture moves people before politics ever will. They know it, so y'all, we better know it. There's an old African proverb that says, when you pray, move your feet. And I think that is what we are called to do now more than ever. We can pray, but we damn sure better move our feet. In other words, we damn sure better be outside. We better be outside in the streets, outside organizing, outside building community, outside disrupting the usual rules and frameworks that were never designed for us any damn way. Because the people trying to take this country backwards, they're not playing small. They see an opening. We left them an opening when and if we're honest with ourselves. And they want it. They want to roll back power, roll back voting rights, roll back civil rights, roll back every hard-fought gain won by people who organized before us. And we cannot meet this moment this serious with business as usual. We need a labor movement that is bold enough to think differently, creative enough to reach people where they are, and courageous enough to tell the truth about what we're up against. That is why I am so incredibly grateful for the Labor Heritage Foundation, for your boldness, for your creativity, and for your courage, for understanding that solidarity is an action word. It is a song, it is art, it is memory, it is imagination. And I believe deeply that even in hard times, our people know how to create beauty anyway. Thank you for this honor, and thank you for joining me in building a labor movement that centers our dignity, our humanity, and our joy. And I'm not a singer. Y'all don't want me to do that. They would not let me join the choir in grade school for a reason. But oh yes it is. You don't want it. You don't want that. But I will say the words, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. So let's go get it. Thank you.